Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, my name's Nakita. In today's video I am going to be showing you some little homeware bits that I've been purchasing. I've got them from different places. I've got them from eBay, from Amazon, from Maison and White, and from Yankee Candle, but they're all just tiny little things that are quite inexpensive that I'm purchasing just to make the house look a bit more like a home, and also just really handy storage solutions for the kitchen as well. So I've got a whole load of boxes here, and they've been sitting downstairs and I'm literally fed up of looking at them, so I'm going to be unboxing them with you today. So we're gonna start with the first box, and then what I'll do is I will take you downstairs to the kitchen instead, where I'll show you the little bits and pieces that I got for the kitchen as well. There's still quite a lot that I want to do with the house. As some of you may know, we moved house recently, and if you want to check out any of the moving vlogs, I will leave them either up here somewhere, up there, somewhere down here, but basically there is a little series of moving house. I'm hoping that these things that I've purchased are all going to be working towards me getting into a space where I'm way more comfortable, where I can walk into a room and I'm really happy with how it looks. And yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be working towards slowly. So I thought, whilst these boxes were piling up, I thought, you know what, before I put them in their rightful places, I thought I'd come on here and I'd show you what I've been up to. So let's start with the first box. Okay, so this one is from the range, and I think I know, in fact I know exactly what this is because I've only purchased one thing from the range, surprisingly. If I can get this open, that is. So this is going to be for the downstairs toilet. Now if you saw the moving vlog part 1, you would have seen the guest toilet downstairs. It's very, very plain and very unattractive. There's nothing to it. I mean, it's a toilet, toilet's a toilet, I guess, but it really is just boring, and I was trying to think of ways that I'll be able to just make it look a little bit more interesting. So I purchased these from the range, and I think this will help in starting to transform that downstairs toilet a little bit. Oh, so this is the fabric, this is the material. Okay, this is, okay, so this is a corner shelf that I bought. I don't know if you can see. Oh my gosh guys, I just have to apologize in advance. I just noticed how dry my hands were after I'd finished filming. I used hand sanitizer before filming this video and forgot to cream my hands, so they are very white and dry in this video. Oh my goodness, how embarrassing. I'm so sorry, but you're gonna have to bear with me and my dry, crusty hands for the duration of this video. We're gonna pretend this hasn't happened. We're not gonna notice it. Okay, back to the video. I actually thought that this was going to be wooden, but it's actually just a wooden effect. I was wondering how they would do it because this is completely 3D printed. 3D printed, let me show you so you can see. Can you see that design there? That's what I really liked on the photo, and it looked like it was wooden, but it's actually, like I said, it's wooden effect. So it's got the grain on it and things like that. But this is, I'm gonna have to think about this one. I'm not sure, because I really wanted a wooden shelf. I don't know how that's gonna look. I just don't know if it's gonna look cheap. Sorry, I don't know if it's gonna look cheap. It's plastic, basically. It's plastic, and I did not know that. Maybe I should have read the description better, but in the picture I just saw, I was looking for something that had this kind of grooving on it. You know, it reminded me a bit of like molding, if that makes sense. But yeah, this is plastic, guys. I don't know about having a plastic shelf in the toilet. I'm gonna have to a look at that downstairs and just see what it looks like and decide whether this is something that I want to keep or not. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know. When I saw 3D printed, I don't know what I was thinking, but for sure I just thought, yeah, I don't know, in my brain I just thought it was wooden. Well, that's the first one. I got 2 of these. So this is basically going to go into these are supposed to go into the corner above the sink. We've got one of those small round corner sinks in the toilet, and there's not really any space to put like a hand wash and hand lotion. So I thought if I put this up on the wall in the corner just above, I could put a hand wash and hand lotion on here, and then I've got 2 of these, like I said, and the one above it I wanted to put something like a plant or a diffuser or something, just something nice, you know what I mean? So that's what I want to do in there. Okay, so this is another one from Maison and White, and this one could be quite exciting. I'm hoping this is exactly what I was... Oh yes, okay, it looks nice. Right, so I know I mentioned about having the floating corner shelves just above the sink, but this one is supposed to go, these ones I should say, are supposed to go above the toilet. So there's no storage in there at all. I'm gonna have to now also get some kind of pedestal stand for the toilet roll in there. At first I thought I could put like a nice basket in there, but it turns out that I can't. There isn't enough space for that. So here are my shelves. I love the shape of this. I really do. This is exactly what I wanted. So for the downstairs toilet, what I'm trying to make is I just want it to look a bit more, how can I explain? Just because it's so boring, I just wanted it to look a bit more, I don't know what word to use, but you know, like if it was my house, obviously I could do what I wanted with it. I'd have molding in there. I love molding. I'd have molding in there and things like that, but I can't. So I'm trying to make the best of what we've got and try to make it look as much of my style as possible. I've already put like an antique oval gold mirror in there. That's already up on the wall. I've left enough space for the floating shelves in the corner above the sink. Those are going to go in next. I really want to do a nice painting or some artwork that's going to go on the wall again in like antique sort of gold frames. And then you've got these kind of shelves in the back that have got that like that nice sort of effect, that nice molding sort of effect. Do you know what I mean? That's the kind of look I'm going for in the downstairs toilet. The floor as well is just any old sort of like I don't know, what do you call that plasticky kind of flooring that they've got in there. I'm trying to think of an idea of what to do to cover that, not to cover the whole thing, but just to try and make it look less yeah, the way it looks. So if you guys have any ideas, I'm going to show you in there, and if you have any ideas, please do let me know. I'm thinking maybe I can put some kind of mat in there, but I don't want it to look like a random rectangular mat just sat there in the middle of the floor and look silly. If you have any ideas, I'm going to show you, like I said, if you have any ideas, please leave them in the comments down below and help me figure out what to do with this floor. But in the meantime, look at my lovely shelf. Like I said, this is going to go above the toilet. There's 3 of them. They're 3 different sizes. So there's this one. There's a, this is the large one. This is the small one here. And this is the medium one. So I've got 3 sizes. I probably might end up just putting up the medium and the large, but we'll see. Next up, we have an Amazon order here. I'm trying to remember what this one could be. Oh, this has actually nothing to do with this haul. This is for something else very exciting, and I'm actually going to show you behind the scenes for this one. So I'm going to leave that one. I'm not going to show you what that one is for now. I'm actually really excited about that one, to be honest with you. This one is from a company called Maison and White, and I got quite a few little bits from them. These are going to be all for the bathroom. I know that for a fact. Let's see what the first one is. Oh, this is nice. Okay, so the bathroom is mainly, it's got grey floor tiles and white tiling, white walls. We put a mirror up in there, a full-length mirror up in there, so at least we've got that in there now. And I put a little organizer as well, so that I can put my bottles and my, you know, my nice lotions and my nice, the ones that nobody's allowed to touch, my nice lotions, my nice body washes, and you know, all my face products and things like that. Those all go on there, and my nice hair products as well. Those all go on there. But I've also got bamboo, and I'm trying to bring more green in with plants and things. I've got 2 plants in there, like a really big one and a little one, but I want to add more along the windowsill as well, just to bring some greenery in there, some life into there. It's a big bathroom, and when I was looking at it, it just felt so empty. So I'm trying to fill it out a little bit more with some more items. So this is one of them. So these are the body brushes. These are from, like I said, they're from Maison and White, and I love the little detailing they've got on them. Let me just zoom in for you. If you can see, See, it's engraved on here. All their items have got their name sort of engraved in there. So that's one little touch that I really liked about their items. So this is the body brush. And I really want to get more into dry body brushing, because if you don't know, dry body brushing is definitely more effective than wet body brushing. If you give yourself a nice dry body brush before you jump in the shower, or give yourself a dry body brush that just helps to remove all the dead skin cells off your skin, it helps to remove dry skin and things like that, and then maybe use a nice body scrub, then have a shower. Oh, your skin is going to be, thank me later, you'll thank me later. So I've got 2 of these, and that's going to be added to what I'm going to show you next. So this is a big one, and I think from what's written on the box, you can guess what that one is. I already actually have one of these in the bathroom now, but it's from IKEA, and it is cheaper from IKEA. However, it's got the, you know, because obviously it's been wet thousands of times, it's starting to get that black molding looking thing on it. And I don't like that. And I know at first I was like, oh, do you know what, I'm just gonna do a DIY project, and I'm gonna sand all of that, because I bleached it, I've tried to do everything, it's not coming off. So I was like, oh, I'm just gonna sand it and then buy some waterproof matte varnish to go on top of it. But you know what, I saw this one, and again, just because of the engraving on it, I thought it would be nice for everything to kind of tie in together. So I got a new one instead. Also because this one has more compartments actually. So this is my new bathroom caddy. My new bath caddy, I should say. So this goes over the top of your bathtub, and it's obviously, like I said, it's got different compartments. So obviously this is, imagine this is going to be flat. In this section here, you slide in your wine glass. This section over here in the middle, you flip this up and you can lean your iPad on there, or your laptop, or your phone, whatever it is. But basically this part comes out and it flips and it stands up like this, and then you obviously put your iPad against this, so that when you're lying in the bathtub, you've got your iPad nice open, you've got your glass of wine over here, and this section here is for your phone. You can pop your phone here, or you can pop a nice little bowl. If you get something that kind of fits here, you can get a nice little bowl of your strawberries and cream, or your I'll go so extra now, or but whatever it is, you can put your little snack over here. You can put your crisps here if you like. But basically it's for your snacks or for your phone, but it is made in the shape for your phone really. But yeah, I really like this, and again, like I said, it's got that Maison and white engraving over here. I really like it. Obviously they're all gonna go together, so this is gonna look really nice. On the bath caddy at the moment, I've got a little plant in a pot, so I might put that here when this is, obviously when it's not in use, just for display, keep my plant on top of there, because I really like how that looks. But yeah, so this is the bath caddy, and I think everybody needs one of these, just to help you sit down and unwind in the bathtub with all your bits and pieces and not having to worry about them getting wet. Next up, again from Maison and White, is my duck board. This one is just because I felt like there was something missing in the bathroom. I've kind of pretty much finished with it now, but when I look in there, it still just looks quite cold because of the grey. So I'm trying to warm it up a little bit, and I thought to myself, actually, if I get a duck board, that would look really nice, and put that by the sink, not by the bath actually, but by the sink, just because when you're looking at it head on, it just feels like it needs something else that direction. So I got a duck board, and again, I don't need to say again, but I will. Here we go. It's got the Maison and White engraving over here on the bottom, so everything, like I said, is like a set and it ties in together. So that's what I got here. Next, they've actually sent me 2 duck boards. I don't know why. I definitely did not order 2. I'm gonna check my order now and see if I've gotten paid for 2, which is gonna be really annoying because I don't think there's a way to return these easily. But you know, let's see what happens. Next up, this is from H&M. And this is just very simple. I got a forest green bath mat. This is the texture here. I got 2 of these just because I'm trying to decide if I just want one or if I want them side by side, because sometimes one is not big enough, so I might just want 2 of them alongside each other to make almost like a longer bath mat, to make sure that when the kids are splashing around in the bathtub, I don't get water all over the floor. So these are from H&M, and it's just, yeah, like I said, recycled cotton bath mat, and I got it in like a nice lovely green, and I love it. Feels so nice. Lastly, I went to Yankee Candle. I've never ever been into a Yankee Candle before. Am I the only one who's never been to Yankee Candle? I don't know. I don't know if I'm the only weirdo here. But basically, they've got a sale on as well at the moment. So this is normally £22 and they were selling it for £15. And they're selling 2 for 25. Oh no, two for £20 actually. £15. 2 for £25. They were selling 2 for £25, so it's £15 each, or 2 for £25. And I just basically got this natural reed diffuser. Let me show you here. This scent is called Fluffy Towels, and it is absolutely divine. I love the smell so much that I bought 2. These are lovely. I love the color. I love the little diffuser that they come in. And yeah, so this is basically what I've got. So in trying to get the kitchen more organized, I got this label maker, and I was trying to figure out how to do it at first, but basically you slot this part onto the attachment here. I got it off eBay, but I was struggling trying to figure out how to do it, so I'm just gonna, hold on, let some out. Okay, so the ones I've done so far, I've done, look, Honey Nut Cornflakes. So these are the cereals that I know I have out most of the time. Look, Quaker Oats. I've done, what else have I done? Country Fresh, Weetabix. Yeah, basically, it's really, really cool. You literally just turn this, onto the letter that you want. You turn it and then you just kind of stamp it, and you keep going round and round. And when you want to leave a space, you, what do you do for a space? I think for a space you do a long hold, like you push it down really hard, that gives you a space, and then you keep going. But yeah, you just twist this and you can make your own labels. So I'm gonna stick those labels on my bottles and containers today. I'm sitting here wondering. Good morning people, how are we doing today? I hope you're all good. Today is Monday, back to another week. I'm just giving the house a bit of a spring clean today, but I've got a whole load of deliveries that have arrived as well. So I think pretty much everything is here now. Almost, actually. I've still got a few little bits coming from H&M Home, and I've also got a layers mattress that I'm waiting for as well. So hopefully that should be delivered within the next couple of days. But in the meantime, oops, sorry, let me turn this way. In the meantime, I have got some things. I was gonna wait till everything arrived, but honestly, it's taking too long, and it's just things are just piling up at the door. So I'm gonna show you now what I've got. And these are all additions basically for the girls' room. Okay, so first things first, I got them this nice Camille ruffle duvet cover set. This one is the one that sort of looks like, let me just zoom in there for you. It's that kind, so it's got that nice ruffle edging, which I thought was really nice for little girls. So I got a plain white one for this, and I've got plain white fitted sheets as well as pink fitted sheets as well. Just so that they've got the two options there if they want the white sheets or the pink sheets. So I thought that would be a really nice standard sort of one. And I got them one of those. I actually wanted to get another one in like a blush pink, but they sold out at John Lewis, unfortunately. I got them this mini waffle set, which is also from Dunelm, and this one is basically, again, it's plain white, but it's got that nice waffle detail to it. Let me show you. So if I zoom in there, hopefully you'll be able to see the detail. So this is a mini waffle. Okay, so the waffles aren't too big. These are mini waffles, and that's what they sort of look like close up. Hopefully you can see. What I actually wanted was the matching Oxford style pillowcase to go with it. It's also the mini waffle, but it's got the border around it as well. So that's the matching Oxford pillowcase that I got for those, and those were £8 for one. £8 for one pillowcase, but I got two of them obviously because one for each girl. So that's from Dunelm as well. Next up, I got this lovely duvet cover set from H&M Home, and this one I really loved how it looked on the website. Let's just open this one up. This one I already know I'm definitely keeping it. It's so cute. But this is the pattern. It's so cute. I really love the color. And what I did was, again, this comes obviously with the matching pillowcase. It's got the matching pillowcase, but again, I really wanted the girls' beds to look like they do in the magazines. So what I did was I actually got, again, I got one of the Oxford pillowcases in a sage color that actually matches this really well. It's not the exact same color, but it's almost perfect. So I got one of the Oxford style pillowcases, and that's gonna go with it. So this is gonna go behind, so I'm gonna have two pillows on their bed. This one with the Oxford pillowcase is gonna go behind, and the one in front obviously is gonna be the one with the pattern on it. So I thought that would be a really nice touch. And I've actually also got the matching fitted sheet for this as well. So the sheet will be this color, the pillowcase will be this color at the back, and then we're gonna have this in front, and I really like that. So this is gonna be, I'm not really a fan of like characters on clothing. You'll never see me buy the girls anything with characters on it. Other people buy it for them. I just personally, it's not my style. But this, because it wasn't too cartoony looking, if that makes sense, it looks a bit more vintage. I thought this would go really nicely. I got another set. Now, I'm gonna insert the picture so you can see. This definitely comes out darker than it looks on the H&M website. It definitely looks more like a nice bright cream, whereas when I got it, obviously this looks like a beige kind of color. Now, because of the girls' color palette in the room, I don't mind, but it's just annoying because it's quite misleading. So I'm not gonna send it back, I will keep it, but just to note that it doesn't look like what it looks like in the picture. So this is another set from H&M Home. It's lovely. Again, it's got that sort of countryside vintage kind of look, which is something that I'm into, and it's reversible as well. So you get the nice pinstripes on this side, and on the other side you get this lovely sort of garden sort of design. The other thing I really liked about it is that the bottom, if I'm not mistaken, let's have a look here. Is it the bottom or the sides? Here we go. Is at the, I think it's at the bottom of the duvet set, but instead of having the poppers, it's got these little ties, and again, that just reminds me of such a bit of an old-fashioned kind of style, but I really love it. So you get all these cute little bows going along the hem, and I really like that. So that's something else that I really liked about this. And like I said, this is double-sided. I'm trying to look for the other side there. It's reversible, sorry, I mean. And there you go, that's going to be on the other side. So like I said, I don't mind the color. However, I do wish it was as cream as it looks in the picture, as you'll see. But that's basically that. And even on the pillowcase, you can see the pillowcase is reversible. One side is like this, the other side is like this. And again, it's got the little ties on the side where you can tie these really nice little bows along the side of the pillowcase. There we go, you can tie these nice little bows on the side of the pillowcase. This is going to be paired again with the same sage, because the sage really goes nicely with this. So the sage Oxford pillowcase will be at the back, and same thing, the fitted sheet will be on the bed. So this will come in handy with both of those sets from H&M. Next, I couldn't help myself. I got them these bed canopies. Now this one comes in this one is white. Again, this is from Dunelm, and this costs £25 for a canopy. This one is going to go over both the girls' beds. The fabric, let's see what the fabric is like. Yeah, so this is what it looks like. The fabric is obviously nice and sheer, and it almost reminds me of like a linen type of material. That's what it looks like. Imagine like a very light sheer linen fabric. That's what it looks like. It's obviously not linen. I mean, I think it's 100% polyester, but it looks like, in terms of what it looks and feels like, it looks and it feels like sort of like very thin linen. But this is perfect. I do want to get them some fairy lights to go either round it, down it, somehow, I'm not too sure, but once it's up then I'll be able to decide what type of fairy lights to get. But I definitely want to get some fairy lights because I think that'll be really nice. We got some cloud wall lights, which I think will go in nicely with the theme. But they're quite bright, I found, because we used them in the old house, and they're quite bright, so it's not really great for sleeping. Whereas the fairy lights, I feel like they look like little twinkling lights at night, and those always look nice around a bed canopy. So that's what we got for there. Last but not least, I got this swan head. Not really just a head, it's a body. But I basically got this swan. This is so cute. I don't find, obviously I picked this before I decided to go for those country-esque duvet sets. So I don't feel like this goes with them, but it definitely goes with like the ruffle one and the waffle one as well. So this will definitely go with those. Like I said, I don't feel like it goes with the country style duvet sets I have, but what can you do? So this is basically gonna go on the wall like this, in between the girls' beds, above the bedside table, which we're still waiting for. This is now coming up to 10 weeks. It's absolutely ridiculous. But yeah, so we're waiting for the bedside table. So once the bedside table goes up between the two beds, this is going to go up on the wall above the bedside table, and this will be between the beds. So you can imagine this up on the wall. You've got the two canopies, you've got the fairy lights, you've got their nice new beds. It's going to look so lovely. But yeah, so this is a swan that I got, so we'll see what it looks like when it goes up. It's got this little hook on the back, and this was £20 again from Dunelm. I think it's going to need a bit more securing than just being hung on a little hook, which is a bit silly, really, to be honest with you. I don't know, I was expecting it to have something that was a bit more secure to hold it to the wall, but we'll figure it out. Either way, it's going to go up and it's going to look lovely. I also got this large brown bottle. This one was from, I think this was also from Dunelm. Was this one from Dunelm, or was this one from, yes it was. This was also from Dunelm. This was £12. It's a large recycled glass bottle, but I really like the colour because inside this is going to be cream pampas, and this is going to go on the display in the girls' room. So you see, this colour I feel like goes really nicely with this style of what do you call it, the duvet sets. I find that this obviously is going to blend in really well with these two, and to be honest, it will look fine with the white ones as well. But again, I don't feel like this style goes in with that swan. I'm being extra, but anyways, it doesn't matter. It's fine. If I feel that deeply about it, I'll change it, but I'm sure it will be perfectly fine. But yeah, this definitely goes more with this style. And then with the nice cream pampers coming out of it, that's going to look really, really nice. There's one other thing that I want to get for the display in the girls' room, and that's going to be a I've been trying to look for a ballerina in a with like a obviously with like the glass cloche over it, like a spinning one, which would have been really cute, but I'm struggling to find one actually. But the other option, I found a bronze ballerina statue, and I found a obviously like another, so it's like a slightly wooden stand with the glass cloche over that actually fits perfectly. So I'm going to order those, and that's going to go along with this on the display, along with some books I found that are in like nice pastel tones. So they're like lilac, and they're baby like a, you know, this baby blue, and like a sage, and like a nice dusky sort of yellow, if that makes sense. And those are going to go on there as well. They make good bedtime stories, but they also look nice, and those are going to go on the display as well. I also got this chunky jute rug for the kitchen, but I'm not loving this. This is what it looks like. It's got so many areas where obviously they've joined it, and it's just got these bits sticking out over here as well, just sticking out here as well, where it's just been hacked. It's sticking out, and this one is even uglier. Look at that. I mean, I know obviously these rugs are nice and raw and that kind of thing, but I really don't like this. The quality doesn't seem great to me. Look at that, that's another one sticking. They're just sticking out everywhere. I mean, I've had jute rugs before and it's not like this. So this is going back. We're not keeping this. I don't like how it looks anyways, to be honest. So I'm gonna pack this back in the packet and send this back. I'm going to show you the larger one that I got for the kids' living room, the one that leads out onto the garden. Let's just open that one up. Now this is what I'm talking about. Oh, I really like this one. So this is also from Dunelm. Honestly, I got quite a few things from Dunelm, but this one's got that nice sisal border, and this is what I mean. Like, look at the grain on that. You get none of those little bits sticking out or anything. They actually had this in a smaller size, but because I read about how people found it so difficult to get this flat, even after rolling it the other way, putting weights on the side, things like that, there were quite a lot of people that said they had that difficulty. Some said they didn't. So I thought I'd risk it anyways and get one. But now that I'm looking at it, it even goes way better in the kitchen. It's too big for the kitchen. I'd have to get the smaller size, but what I think I'm gonna do is return this other one, this horrible one here, and I'm going to get this one as well so that they'll match. So this one will be in the living room. Get a smaller one for the kitchen, and I actually got a runner for the front entrance in this exact same design. So this exact same one, but a long runner for the hallway, which I'll show you when I put it down. This is so much nicer, much better quality. I really like this one, but let's see if we can try and get these obviously nice and flat. Finally, let's try. We'll try our best. And there you have it. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found some of these things quite handy. I'm gonna leave all the links in the description bar below, but until next time, I'll see you then. Take care, bye.